right, I'm here joined now by Edgar Gonzalez, former player himself, Team Mexico, played in the MPB as well, kind of all over the place. First off, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. I want to talk about this Team Mexico team first. How awesome has it been watching them throughout this tournament, and are you surprised at all with the success they've had?
It's been unbelievable. This has been happening for a while. Like with Mexico, I was working in Mexico trying to promote baseball, and all of this. Now all of a sudden we're here, and it's a dream come true for Mexico. It's going to grow the game a lot, and I'm not surprised. Mexico has a lot of pitching. We've had I think this is one of the best pitching staffs that there is in this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Benji Gill is an unbelievable manager. I've known him for a long time. He's able to get the best out of the players. He always has a really positive attitude, and then I'm not too surprised, and I'm happy that they're here, and I'm really excited about this game today.
How pumped were the guys? I know Pool C, the shining matchup of the pool was Team USA against Team Mexico. They clearly got up for that game. What was it like for Team Mexico after taking down Team USA? Were you there? Were you talking to the guys? How'd they feel after it?
Yeah, I mean, everybody was super pumped. They're super excited. We've had a very good track record against the U.S.
Yeah.
We've won 2 games before this, and then that game that we won, so it's 3 now. But so everybody was kind of confident about it. We knew that who they were going against. I mean, U.S. is probably the team to beat, and that's the target. But at the end of the day, after that game, Benji did a really good job on trying to control the feeling of the players, not to get too excited, to enjoy it. But then we had a day off afterwards, so that helped. And now that we're here, it's super exciting, especially going against Japan. Me playing in Japan, it's amazing for them to be able to face Japan, and if we're able to win this game, it's going to be amazing for the country.
We need to talk about Randy Arozarena. Yeah. This guy has become a superstar here. What about in Mexico? What's the talk about Randy Arozarena in Mexico?
Oh, everybody's embraced him like he is Mexican. I mean, he has a passport. Yeah. He's Mexican, but if he's born in Mexico, one of our own, and that's amazing because I think it's part of his personality. His personality is very contagious. Everybody wants to be around him. And then the way he said, I want to play for Mexico. He told the president. He announced it to the president. I was working in the office with the president at that time. And,
wow.
Yeah, and the president was not involved in any of that, but was very excited to know that somebody wanted to participate with Mexico because his wife is Mexican. I don't know if it's son or daughter, but they're Mexican. So they were born in Mexico, so he was really excited about it. And now that it became true and that he's playing for Mexico, people have embraced him like one of our own. Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah.
So even that's kind of how the process began of him getting his citizenship in Mexico, yeah. Right? He said he wanted to play for Mexico, and then the process started, and now he's an official citizen, right? Yeah,
he's an official citizen. It started by him saying it, and then he had to do the whole process. I mean, by his daughter being born, he's able to be Mexican. So it's all being. It ended up being something that he just had to do the process, and he was able to do it.
What do you expect here tonight? We're just a few minutes away from Team Mexico against Team Japan in the semifinal matchup. The fans are already hearing crazy. Do you expect them to travel like we saw in Arizona?
Yes, I expect it to be packed. I expect there to be a lot of mariachis, a lot of Mexican music around, but also Japan. I played in Japan, and all those songs that happen between every hitter. So I expect a lot of singing, a lot of Mexico. You've seen this tournament; it's a lot different. There's a lot of dancing, there's a lot of music, there's a lot of everybody just having fun and enjoying the time, and that's what's amazing about this tournament.
I want to ask you about your experiences in this tournament. You've played in 2 of these, 2 World Baseball Classics. What was the difference when you played and now? This year feels so special. It feels like the world has really rallied around it. Have you seen a big difference in then and now?
I think it's the players that are coming in. More countries are being involved. And it's just, I don't know. I think it's a process of going through it. After a while, it becomes more popular. But I do feel like it's more popular this year. And I feel it's a great tournament. I mean, I was excited because I played twice and I became a manager, one of them. So I've been on both sides, and it's just been growing and growing. And this year is, I think, the best year for it.
I think for fans, it's hard to grasp the concept. But for you, what does it mean to put on? You've put on plenty of jerseys in your career. What does it mean to put on that jersey with the green and the red and says Team Mexico on it, and you're playing for your country with your colors?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think that's the best feeling. That's why a lot of players, like Trey Turner said it after he hit the home run. I think it's one of the best. It's the best feeling, the best home run I've ever in my whole life. Because when you do play for a team in the major leagues, obviously you're excited about your team and everything, but you're in that team just for that year until like something could happen the next year. But in the country, you're always going to be for that country.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go away. So that part is amazing, and it makes you feel a lot more part of it, and it makes you involved a lot more in everything, in every way into your team.
Everybody around the world might not know every name on this Team Japan team, but I believe they're the most complete team in the tournament from top to bottom. What can people expect to see, and what are you most excited tonight about with Team Japan?
Well, number one, the starting pitcher.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about him already. Sasaki, I mean, I've heard a lot about him. A lot of stories about him, how good he is, how good he's done, and what to expect out of him. So starting with him, I'm excited to see him, how it is. I played in Japan, so I know a lot of the culture. I know how they pitch. I know what they do. I know I played 2 years there, and I love Japan. And so I have a lot of friends on that side too. So it's exciting. It's exciting to see Mexico get Japan.
You got friends on every side of the equation, so my last question for you is going to be a tough one. Give me a prediction for tonight.
Oh, no, I can't do that. Mexico wins. That's all I'm going to say.
I appreciate it.
Mexico
Hey, Edgar,
wins.
thank you so much for joining me.
Ben.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it.